everyone, a warm welcome to India's first animated live tuition. Oh my god, ഒരു 5:25 ആയപ്പോൾ തൊട്ട് ഗുഡ് ഈവനിങ് മാം എന്നുള്ള മെസ്സേജസ് ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ ഇരുന്ന് കാണുന്നുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. യെസ്, സോ എല്ലാവർക്കും ഗുഡ് ഈവനിങ്. യെസ്, റെഡി ആയോ? ക്ലാസ്സിലൊക്കെ ചിരിയൊക്കെ കാണുന്നുണ്ട് ചിലരുടെയൊക്കെ. 32 വല്ലും. ഓക്കെ, seems like you are too excited to learn the new chapter. Yes, so are you ready for today's session? If yes, let me know with the help of some smileys, stickers, responses, everything. Yes, let the comment box be filled with your responses. What is my jaw now? Okay, Eben. Angelic smiley. Okay, fire. Oh my god, ചോദിക്കാതെ തന്നെ comment boxil നിറച്ച് fire ഒക്കെ വന്നു. I'm so happy and excited. So, how are you all? How are you? How was the day? Tell me everything. Yes, I'm also fine, Lakshmi Sri. Okay, ma'am, fine. Ma'am, could you please expand that chat screen? Thank you. Fine, ma'am, thank you. Okay, who's there? Not like that, the two screens together. Poly. Who's having poly vibe? Yes, fine, ma'am. What about you? I'm also fine, doing good. How are you? Yes, actually I'm not feeling well. What happened, Fatima? Na baki. Normal day for puja. Okay, yes, every day is a special day, right? Today was an average day for Anne Maria. Okay, for different people it was different. So we will make the next 1.5 hours very interesting. Oh my god, so Fatima, you are not feeling well. Okay, take care, take good care, because this is rainy season. You will be having many diseases, fever, cough, cold, everything. So make sure that you don't go to the rain. You should go to the rain, but make sure that you won't get fever. Okay, today was my exam. How was it, Bhavya? Very rainy day. Yeah, okay. Yashode, please do understand that I am a Malayali, but still I know English and Hindi, but not Arabic. Okay. Yesterday I was having math test, ma'am. Devananta, how was it? Okay, normal day for the others. Nice. Okay, so my day was a mix of like happiness, sadness, tension, excitement, everything. Yes. Okay, so I was preparing for this whole day. I was preparing for the next 1.5 hours session, and today we are going to learn the third chapter. Pair of linear equations in two variables. Yay! Yes. Sounds ഒന്നും വൈബായില്ലേ? സൗണ്ട്സ് വേണമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞവർക്കൊക്കെ സൗണ്ട് ഇട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. Okay, nothing has happened technically. We have added some sounds. Okay, tomorrow we have this chapter exam. Oh, Vinta, so lucky. Anyways, today we are not going to complete this chapter. Instead, we will begin this chapter today. Ma'am, percentage ഒക്കെ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുന്ന question ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു ma'am. അയ്യോ, എന്നിട്ട് കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചോ ദേവനന്ദ? This chapter is over. Okay, here we are going to begin this chapter. As usual, we are going to begin a new session with the blessings of God. So let's have a small silent prayer. പ്രാർത്ഥിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് വെളിപാടുണ്ടാവും എന്ന് പറയുന്ന പോലെ, when I was praying, all of a sudden one thought came to me. Not thought actually. Yes, today's class is actually an YouTube live. Yes, sir, പെട്ടെന്ന് വെളിപാടുണ്ടായില്ലേ? Yes, so today's class is actually a YouTube live. So please do share this link with your friends. Tell them to watch and let them also know that you are having a wonderful class, wonderful tuition in 90+. Okay, so that's it. Soon, what is his name? Yeah, yes, yes, Jikki sir. Yeah. Okay, sir. Jikki sir will give the link of today's session soon, within a minute, or else we'll give him some kind of imposition or something like that. Okay, so make sure that you people share and put it as your WhatsApp status, share with your friends, do watch the video, everything. Okay, so shall we begin today's session? The beautiful, wonderful chapter. So before beginning, let me introduce. I don't want to introduce, right? You people know our very own Jikki sir, who is helping us technically. Yes.
Yeah.
And our Krishna Priya ma'am is over here to help you converse. You may ask any of your doubts through the comments, and she will clear all those doubts. Right, ma'am?
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. She's saying that she will clear every doubt. And your very own familiar Devika ma'am is watching at you, making sure that you are writing down the notes, you are getting proper classes properly, you are learning the concepts well, everything. Okay. മാം എനിക്ക് ഇന്നലെ ഈ ചാപ്റ്ററും പോളിനോമിയൽസും യൂണിറ്റ് ടെസ്റ്റ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു ടെസ്റ്റ് കുഴപ്പമില്ലായിരുന്നു ഓക്കെ അനന്യ ഓക്കെ സോ ഐ ക്യാൻ എക്സ്പെക്ട് 50% മാർക്സ് ഫ്രം യു റൈറ്റ് യെസ് okay so the YouTube link has been shared to you people yes YouTube link has been shared so please make sure that you put it as your WhatsApp status side kuda nice aayittu little miss na kadichu vittu okay yes so who's taking your max classes. Yeah, very tough question. Second lesson finished. You knew how? Where were you? Second lesson was finished in the last day. Yes, and we were discussing some problems. Ma'am, my first exam finished. How was it, Sarah? So we are going to begin our chapter pair of linear equations in two variables. So in the previous chapter polynomials we saw different kinds of expressions, right? Not equations. Instead we saw expressions, different kind of expressions. So monomial, binomial, trinomial, polynomial, everything. And we saw what a degree of a polynomial means, what a variable means, how can we form a polynomial with one variable, two variables, different powers, everything, right? Right? Do you remember all those things? Do you remember? Ma'am, I was not in the first session. Okay, please don't give me that excuse. Ma'am, when are we starting probability? Probability is, I think, the last chapter, right? We'll be starting it by him. Hopefully November. Yeah, yes, you remember. So, I think the word linear equation is familiar to you. Linear means, okay, let me see in the comment box. Linear equation. Yes, someone is looking upwards. Is it written over there? Linear equation. Degree 1. Degree of what? Degree of what? Where is the head and the tail? I have that for the upcoming exam. That's why I asked. In some schools, teachers will be starting from the last chapter. In some schools, they will be starting from the first chapter. In some schools, they will be starting from the middlemost chapter. Here, you have only one max teacher in 90 plus, and at a time, she can only handle one chapter. രേഖീയ സമവാക്യങ്ങൾ യശോദേവേ സോറി ഞാൻ CBSE പഠിച്ചു എനിക്ക് മാപ്പ് തരണം. Yes ma'am, we have finished chapter 7 also first. Variable of 1 degree. So the degree or the power of the variable is 1. That is what is known as linear equation. It has an equal to sign and it has a left hand side and right hand side on both the sides of the equality sign. So that's what we call as an equation. And you know the difference between an expression and an equation, right? Expression does not have an equal to sign, whereas an equation has an equal to sign in between two expressions, right? Okay, now pair of shoes, pair of scissors, രണ്ട് കത്രികയുണ്ടോ മിസ്സേ? No. Okay, pair of scissors, pair of shoes. So what do you mean by pair? A set of ആർക്കും വിരലൊന്നും ഇല്ലേ? യെസ്, അതാരാ? യെസ്, ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ഒരാൾക്ക് മാത്രമേ വിരലില്ല. Pair means Abhinanda. Abhay. Third one. Who's the third one? Nantita. I think only she has fingers. Pair means a set of equations. Alan, wonderful. Yes, Nia, correct. Yes, a set of two. So pair means a set of two. So what do you mean by pair of linear equations? How many linear equations will be there in this chapter? Yes, we are talking about two linear equations at a time. Two linear equations, that is a pair of linear equations in what? In a set of two things or objects. Yes, in two variables. So we have seen in the 8th grade linear equations in one variable. You saw, right? 8th grade chapter 2, linear equations in one variable. There you had only one variable, either x or y. You were given only one equation and you had to find the value of x, right? Here we are going to deal with a pair of linear equations. Again, the equation is linear, but what is the difference? Here we have two variables. So we are going to see the general form of a linear equation, of linear equations. We are going to see general form of linear equations, which is a set of two. Okay. So here we have two linear equations. So general form is a1x plus b1y plus c1. Linear equations in two variables. Okay. Pair of linear equations in two variables. What is the general form? a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Where a1, a2, where a1, this is a general form. First, you should learn about the general form. Are constants. Okay. And a1 not equal to, not constants, are real numbers. Definition for or the general form of a linear equation in two variables, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. If there are a pair of linear equations, if there are two linear equations, the first set will be a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, where a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2 are real numbers and a1 and a2 not equal to a1 not equal to 0, b1 also not equal to 0, a2 not equal to 0, b2 not equal to 0. Why? ഇത്ര നാളെ a1, yes, എഴുതണം ഇത് if you don't know the general form. Coming to that, Hasim, not now. Okay, you are giving me an example. Rishabh, correct. Teacher tala. Yashodevan ezhudu. Tala maatti. Okay, so why did I write a1 b1 not equal to 0 and a2 b2 not equal to 0? Why didn't I just write? Usually when we are writing the general form, we will be writing, okay, a1 not equal to 0. The first constant or the first coefficient won't be equal to 0. Because they carry a variable, and if a won't be equal to 0, then the equation will be linear equation and variable. Yes, Mr. Newham, you are correct. You are perfect in answering. What you said is correct. Ma'am, polynomial if could be polynomial deleted or no? Only other second chapter I thought I deleted. The coefficients of variables cannot be 0. What happens if the coefficients of variables will become 0? Here in this case, if either a1 or b1 becomes 0, what will happen? The equation will be linear equation in one variable. If a1 is equal to 0, then the equation is b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, which is a linear equation in one variable. Okay, so none of the coefficients a1, b1 or a2, b2 cannot be equal to 0. So this is the general form of pair of linear equations in two variables. Nothing? Okay, yes. Don't tell me that today I didn't include any sound. Most of the slides have sound. Why are you people laughing? Only because you told me I added sounds. And now you are laughing. Okay, the coefficients variable can be 0. So please write it down. We are refreshing some of the things which you have learned in your previous. May I go to pray? Okay, Hasim. Okay, you may. So we are just refreshing what we have learned in our previous classes. And so, Yeddi ma'am, what about seeing an animation? Okay. Yes. Power. So if everyone has finished writing, we are going to see Max have animation. Yes, in 90 plus, Max also has an animation. So we are going to see the real life true story of someone. Yes, sir. You may begin the animation.
Yes.
Okay, pause. Here you can see a cute kid and his father. It can be one of you, but not exactly because he is so small. We are grown-ups, right? Yes, we are. So, you may watch the animation first and tell me what you are understanding. Okay, he's asking something. Okay, are you able to read this? Everyone are focusing on the animation. Okay, okay. This father creating trouble to kid. Hi, yes. All of a sudden he said, brilliant. How much time will you take to answer this question? Yes, of course. Yeah, he gave him the money and he went to the sweet shop. Yes, 20 rupees. Candy. Okay, pause for a sec. Very good, thank you. Yes, okay, fine. Goes rupees 3 and yes. Oh my god, 4 candies and 2 chocolates. More than enough. No, Gautam, no. He calculated that. Yes, he has grown up and become a man. Where is his mustache? Okay, going to see that soon. Clean shave, went for an interview. Okay, and he got the job. Oh my god, again 50 rupees 50 per hour per week. Pay scale will be rupees 2,000, 3,000 per week. Okay, 50 hours per week. Message. Thank you, sir. Okay, he considered that. Devanta, yes, the kid is smart. Today we'll see how we are going to get this. Yes. Call from Power Solutions. He got another job. Oh my god. At the same time, how lucky he is. We'll see how to find these answers. 50 hours per week. Okay. Okay, he's saying that I will get back to you. Okay. Yeah, the first. Oh, knew I'm so fast. Are you his friend? So he's thinking, the boy is thinking, he went to the first company and said, okay, thank you for considering. I accept your offer. He accepted the first job offer. Ta-tang! And so, ma'am, why did you show this animation to us? Yes. So most of you know the answer for these questions. So, you have seen a particular age, like age category or growth of a person, and different situations wherein he had to use what we are going to learn in this chapter. Okay, so sir, can you please repeat the animation again? So now we are going to pause it, see the questions, and we are not going to solve it currently, but in this chapter we will see how we are going to solve these questions, how we are getting the answers. Yes, approximately. Yes, we have to. Yes, pause. So now initially he was a kid, he was a small kid. At that time he didn't know his father's age, but he was brilliant. Okay, so he wanted to buy some chocolates and he asked some money to his father. His father, who is pretty smarter than him, told all of a sudden, directly when you ask me, I'm not going to give you money. So if you want the money, you should answer simply. You should answer my question. And he asked a mathematical question. Seems like he's a maths professor. Okay, I'll ask you a question. If you answer it correctly, I will give you the money. Okay, he accepted. See his face. Look at his face. The poor fellow. Don't cry. Okay, so he's asking 7 years ago. He's telling about his story. Pause. 7 years ago, this huge father, was 7 times as older as the kid was. Yes. Okay. One statement is given, right? You know how to solve linear equations in one variable, right? Yes. Somebody's shaking their head like this. Linear equations in one variable. So, if you are given a sentence, one letter will be taken as, one of their ages will be taken as the unknown variable, and you form the equation based on the situations given. Here 7 years ago, the father was 7 times as old as the son. Usually in that chapter, linear equations in one variable, either the father's age or the son's age or something related to that, so that we can connect to a number would have been given. Here we are not given any number, right? We are not given any number. Instead, we are given two situations. One is, he is talking about some 7 years ago, something past. The father was 7 times as old as the son. So son's age unknown, father's age unknown. So father's age is 7 times the son's age. Now again, 3 years from now, after this 3 years from now, Again, he will be 3 times as old as the son. So again in the second situation also, neither the father's age nor the son's age is not given. Right? Yes, let these ages be X and Y. So in this situation, in such situations, neither the son's age nor the father's age is given, but 2 situations are given. So this is where you use a pair of linear equations in 2 variables. So one can be taken as X, one can be taken as Y. The son's age can be taken as X, the father's age can be taken as Y. You get 2 equations from the 2 statements, you solve them, and in this chapter mainly we will see 3 methods to solve, 2 or 3 methods to solve. I think the third method is deleted for you. So 2 methods to solve such equations, and since he's a brilliant smart boy, brilliant smart boy, he is quickly answering. Okay, you are 42 years old, so is it? Yes, play. Okay. And he is listening to the question curiously and he is telling the answer. Okay, Papa, I know that you are 42 years old. So he happily, the father, okay. Substitution and animation and elimination. Yes. Elimination substitution method. Yeah. And he gave him the 20 rupees. Go and buy some chocolates. Enjoy, have fun. Oh my God. Yeah. Yes, he went to the sweet shop. There also the shopkeeper didn't leave him. He was also like, okay, you have 20 rupees. Then here I am giving you a problem. Okay, so you have to find post. Okay, you want some candy and some chocolates, right? And you have 20 rupees with you. Okay, the candy cost 3 rupees each and the chocolate cost 4 rupees each. Still he hasn't told how many candies and how many chocolates are there. And since you have given me rupees 20 in total, I will give you chocolates which is half the number of candies. Again, foodie man. Yeah, he hasn't mentioned either the number of chocolates nor the number of candies, but 2 situations are given. Cost of 1 candy, cost of 1 chocolate, the total cost, and the second equation. What is it? Connecting the first equation. These 3 things connect the first equation. Then the number of chocolates is half the number of candies. Again, 2 unknowns. Neither you don't know the number of candies nor you know the number of chocolates. So there also you use pair of linear equations in 2 variables. Please do play it. So pair of linear equations in 2 variables. Again, the situation has become worse. And he calculated and said, okay, 4 candies and 2 chocolates. Number of chocolates is half the number of candies. Yes. Candy 4, chocolate 2. Yes, he calculated so fast. And then he got the chocolate, he was walking, he grew up, he became a man. Again, when he grew up, these kind of situations didn't leave him. Again, when he went for a job, he got a job and he went for an interview. He got the job and the company says he is selected for the position of assistant engineer. Very good. Pretty well. Even though he was having chocolate and having fun, he learned very well. So he got the job of assistant engineer. And then the company told him he is supposed to work for 50 hours per week. Please don't consider that this is a cruel company because it's for 50 hours per week, not per day. 50 hours per week, and his pay scale will be rupees 3000 per week. Per week, his pay scale is rupees 3000. Okay, play. Play, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, one situation. Number of hours and pay scale per week. Okay, he will consider the situation. He will call. He will think whether it is feasible or not. By that time, he got a call from some other company in which he has already attended the interview, and now he has got the call from another company, and that's Infoware Solutions. I don't know whether such a company exists or not, but still, okay, you are selected for the job of assistant engineer again, and there his pay scale is rupees 40 per hour, and he has to work for 50 hours per week. So he is thinking which is feasible, the first case or the second case. Again, yes, rupees 40 per hour, and he has to work. There in the previous situation, he was given 15 hours per week. He was supposed to work for 50 hours per week. The number of hours for working is same. What is the difference? There, the pay scale was rupees 3000 per week. Here the pay scale is rupees 40 per hour. There it was per week. Here it is in per hour. So he is like sitting and thinking, sir, play. sitting and thinking, and he calculated using pair of linear equations in two variables, and then he understood, like after telling okay I'll get back to you, he understood that the first company is giving him more compensation, more salary, and he went to the first company and told, okay, thank you for considering. He is accepting that offer, and that's how he got settled. Okay, so this is a small story regarding a person. So here we saw three situations where we are using pair of linear equations in two variables, right? So in such situations, we will see how to find the solution, how to find the values of x and y, how to put the unknowns as x and y, everything. You will be given applications like situations like this. You will have to form the equation, you'll have to solve them and find the values. This is what we are, and by the time most of you are commenting the answers, yes, since some of you have learned this chapter in your school, it will be easier for you, but again still there are people who hasn't gone through this chapter, so for them we'll be taking this again for you also. Don't worry, we'll grow together, we'll improve. And before that, we are going to see a session called graphical method of, yes, I just wanted you people to hear that sound. Okay, so this is it. Before going to the different methods of finding the equation, we are going to see the graphical method of solution of pair of linear equations. So, I have told that the general form is a1, yes, a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, and the second one is a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. You can correct, class teacher, okay. Yes. General form of equation a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2 are the constants. So first we will see graphical method, how to find the solution using graphical method. Then we will be going for the algebraic method, which is substitution and elimination. Okay, so graphical method. For that, before finding the graphical method, we have to learn some general rules. There are three possibilities when you are solving a pair of linear equations or a set of linear equations in two variables. There are three possibilities to occur. Yes, coming. Either you won't get any solution, no solution. When you are trying to solve, you won't get any solution. Or you will get one solution, exactly one solution, unique solution. Or you will get an infinite number of solutions. These three are the cases. Yes. So, okay. So a pair of linear equations which has no solution is called inconsistent pair of linear equations. Inconsistent. It is not consistent because it has no solution. No solution, not consistent. Okay, consistency. Yes, not consistent because it has no solution. The second case is a pair of linear equation in two variables again, which has one solution and that is consistent. Okay, no solution, inconsistent or not consistent. It is not consistent. No solution, not consistent. Solution undengil, then it is consistent. Now, solution undengil, if it is consistent, it has solution for sure. Now the third case is if the pair of linear equations has answers are flowing, the next 2-3 slides are flowing through the comment box, then how will I take the session? Okay, anyways, I know you people know this concept well. Still, listen. Now, pair of linear equations which are equivalent or has infinitely many distinct common solutions, many or infinite number of solutions, they are called dependent pair of solutions. This dependent, listen, slides leak. Okay. This dependent pair of solutions are also consistent. Okay, dependent. Because if you have solution, it means it is consistent. Now, depending on the number of solutions, again it is categorized. If we have only one solution, we call it consistent itself. But if it has infinite number of solutions, we call it dependent. This dependent is also consistent. Okay, consistent. No solution, not consistent or inconsistent. If it has solution, it is consistent. If it has solution, it is consistent. If the number of solutions is one, just one, we call it consistent itself. If it has infinitely many solutions, we call it dependent. This dependent is also consistent. So you may write this down. Three cases. No solution, inconsistent. No, inconsistent. Okay, one solution, consistent. Many solution, dependent. Infinitely many. Why they become dependent, we'll see. Yes. Write down. The moment I showed you the slide, you started writing, right? I hope you people are listening. Yes, right? Okay, quickly writing. The first sentence is saying pair of linear equations in two variables which has no solution inconsistent. The key point is this: no solution inconsistent. Solution consistent. A solution consistent. Infinitely many dependent. Fire eഴുതി ma'am. What about the others? So fast. By the way, did you people have tea? Okay, very good. A pen. Yes, eഴുതി. What about the others? Did you people write or note? എഴുതി കഴിഞ്ഞു ma'am. Okay. എഴുതി കഴിഞ്ഞു ma'am. നിങ്ങൾ എല്ലാവരും ഇവിടെ പറഞ്ഞിടുന്നതല്ലല്ലോ അല്ലേ? Usually I used to get responses like smileys or thumbs ups or anything. Today everyone are like എഴുതി ma'am. Not എഴുതി. Everyone are like എഴുതി. Yes, okay, എഴുതി. Okay. Coffee. Okay, you had coffee. Okay, very good. I don't want you to stay hungry in my class. Okay. Finish, ma'am. Ma'am, I don't drink tea. What happened? Didn't your mom give you anything? Tell her, ma'am. Say, mom. I'm tired after listening to all the teachers in my class. Now I need some coffee. Tell her. Tea or coffee. You don't drink coffee. Okay, tea. Okay, then have some coffee. Or have some kanjivelam. Okay. Tea. Nothing. I had chocos and milk. Okay. Shitty. Okay, bye. It's tea. Okay. Anyways, you should have something before sitting in the class. Okay. Don't sit in class in empty stomach. Either I eat bread and jam though. Okay, that's fine, Lakshmi Sri. So, we are going to see, like the heading was graphical representation, and we told, okay, when we are representing, ഞെട്ടി മാം ഞാനും യെസ് അഭിനന്ദ് ഞെട്ടി എന്നാണ് ഞാനും ഞെട്ടി ചെറുതായിട്ട് ഞാൻ PPT ഇട്ട് നോക്കിയിട്ട് ഇത്ര സൗണ്ട് ഒന്നും ഇല്ലായിരുന്നു മാം ഈ സൗണ്ട് താങ്ക് യു ഓക്കെ okay, we are talking about graphical representation, right? So when we are given two equations, how can we represent? In the last chapter polynomials we saw, like when we get an equation, when we get an expression or an equation, we represented it as y is equal to x plus 2y something. Yes, okay, we represented and we drew the graph of such equations, right? So here also, when we draw the graph, after drawing the graph, from that graph, on seeing the graph, we will understand whether it has no solution or infinitely many solution or one solution we are going to see with the help of graph. So behavior of lines. So three types, since we have three cases for the solutions, there are three types of behavior. So the first one, the lines may intersect in a single point. If they intersect in a single point, the pair of equations has unique solution. Unique means one or single, right? So if they intersect at a single point, two lines are intersecting. Just imagine, two lines are intersecting at a single point. Single point means we have only like ordered pair 6 0, ordered pair -2 4 at one point. That one point will be the solution, right? Intersecting lines intersect in a single point. Yes, intersecting lines intersect in a single point, and that single point, the coordinates of that single point, ordered pair x comma y, right? So the x coordinate will be the solution of x, will be the value of x. The y coordinate will be the value of y, which means the solution is ordered pair x comma y, which is a number, which is an ordered pair. Okay. For ordered pair 6 0, two lines are intersecting at a point. That point, let it be ordered pair 6 0. Value of x is equal to 6, value of y is equal to 0, which means the solution is an unique solution. Okay. At a point, one solution. ഒരു പോയിന്റ് ഇടിച്ചാൽ 10 സൊല്യൂഷൻ കിട്ടുമോ? ഒരു പോയിന്റിൽ ഇന്റർസെക്ട് ചെയ്താൽ ആ ഒരു പോയിന്റിലെ കോർഡിനേറ്റ്സ് ആയിരിക്കും അതിന്റെ സൊല്യൂഷൻ. ഓക്കെ, ഓർഡേർഡ് പെയറും കോർഡിനേറ്റ്സ് ഒക്കെ മിക്സ് ആയിട്ട് വരും. Now if the lines are parallel, they are not intersecting, They are not intersecting. Two lines. Lines എന്ന് പറയുന്നുണ്ട്. How many lines are there? How many lines will we get when we draw the graph? Yes. Okay, set. Because we are drawing the graph of two equations, pair of linear equations. Pair means two. We are plotting the graph of those two equations. Either those two lines can intersect. Since why are we calling it lines? Why can't we say curves or any other shapes? Explanation for all this was given in the second chapter, right? Why we get only line, not any curve or anything? Why? Yes. My god. Yes, okay. Yes, a linear equation always has a straight line. If we plot the graph of a linear equation, it is always a straight line. Yes, so since here we are dealing with a pair of linear equations, we have two linear equations and both their graphs will be straight lines. Either they may intersect at a point. If they are intersecting at a point, then that point will be the solution, unique solution. Now if the lines are not at all intersecting, they are parallel. If they are parallel, do they intersect? എവിടെയെങ്കിലും intersect ചെയ്താലല്ലേ ആ point solution ഉണ്ടെന്ന് പറയാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ. They never intersect. They are parallel. They won't intersect at all. They intersect at infinity. They won't intersect ചെയ്യാത്തോണ്ട് no solution. Or inconsistent. No solution, inconsistent. Yes, at infinity parallel lines are inconsistent because they won't intersect. അങ്ങനെ eternity പോയാൽ പോലും they won't intersect. Since they won't intersect, എവിടെയെങ്കിലും intersect ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ് solution. Intersect ചെയ്യാത്തോണ്ട് solution ഇല്ല. No solution means inconsistent pair of equations. And the last one, lines may coincident. ഒരു ലൈൻ വരച്ച് പ്ലോട്ട് ചെയ്തു, രണ്ടാമത്തെ ലൈനും പ്ലോട്ട് ചെയ്തപ്പോൾ അതേ വഴിയാ പോകുന്നത്. Okay, all points, at each and every point they are intersecting. So how many solutions? Infinite number of solutions, which means they are dependent. Still they are consistent. As I have told, dependent solutions is also consistent. So if we say the word consistent, it can be either one solution or infinite number of solutions. Consistent means one solution or infinite number of solutions. Alan Victor, I hope you have written down the notes. You are commenting all the cases so far. If it is a1 by 8 to not equal to, it is intersecting lines and has one solution. a1 by 8 equal to b1 by 2 is a coincident and have infinitely many solution. a1 by 8 equal to b1 by 2 not equal to no solution. Alan Victor and the table chorti. Okay, anyways, so you may write this down. Three cases: consistent or inconsistent. In consistent, again we have one solution or infinitely many solutions. That infinitely many solution is inconsistent. Sorry, consistent again, dependent. It is consistent and dependent. No solution, not consistent or inconsistent. The problem you are going to make here is, you know the concept, but you'll be like, okay, which is consistent, which is dependent, how can we identify? That's why I'm repeatedly saying no solution, not consistent. Solution undengil it is consistent. Consistent has solution. Either one solution or infinite number of solutions. One solution intersecting at a point. Infinite number of solution coincide. No solution parallel because they won't intersect. 21 and a half and 25 in max exam. Very good, Gayatri. Very good. Congrats. School. Can you give more questions of chapter 2? Yes, we'll see in the revision time. Okay. Example of dependent. Example. We'll discuss in the class, but still for the time being I am showing you an example. Okay, 3x plus 4y minus 5 is equal to 0. One equation. 6x plus 8y minus 10 is equal to 0. These two are coincident. Seeing the question, we can, yes, they are coincident because we are going to see why. The reason for why is what we are going to see next. Didn't get it. No, Fatima, for the just one of you have asked me, so I just gave her an example. Is the double of the first equation? Yes, Hasim. Yes, it has many solutions. Yes, that's how we find. ആദ്യം ഒരു equation എഴുതുക. First write an equation, then the second equation will be the multiple of that equation. That's it. Yes, easy. Adi Sharma. Gautam, I think it's your parent who sent the audio, right? Adi Sharma. Guide ഒക്കെ മേടിച്ച്. Gautam. Okay, first the main thing is that you should focus on, I'm not discouraging you people. Our main textbook or main concept is included in our NCRT textbook. Okay, we are following NCRT textbook. So first, everyone of you be thorough with NCRT. Solve all the exercise example questions. Be thorough with the concept. Be thorough with everything in the textbook. Then when you try to solve questions in the guide, it will be helpful for you. Still, some guides will have some tougher questions. We will see such questions. We will try to include such questions in the class. Okay, I mean during revision time. First and last points. Fatima, last year's guide. Okay, Fatima, ma'am, could you please unmute Fatima? Fatima, could you please raise your hand? Don't close it. Okay, Fatima. So you want me to explain the first and last one. Did you understand the second one? Understand. No solution means inconsistent. How do we get no solution? Okay. Okay, listen. You know why? The reason behind I am not showing you the exams is because we are going to see more and more examples. That's why I am not taking the example and solving it to you. But as a to get a rough idea, I will give you the 3 cases. Okay, so we will be given in the exam, we will be given either 2 situations. From that we will have to form the equation, or we will be directly given 2 equations. General form, a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. 2 equations will be given to us, and for the time being we are not going to solve this because that's what we are going to see in today's by the end of this session. We are going to see, we'll consider some equations, we'll solve them, we'll draw their graph. For the time being, suppose their graph is like this. When we plotted 2x minus 3y plus 2 is equal to 0, you got this graph. How do you plot? You find x, y. Okay. Last chapter, polynomials. Do you remember when you are given an equation, how do we plot the graph? Yes. X എടുക്കും, y എടുക്കും. So x ന് പല values substitute ചെയ്യുക. From this equation you form the equation for y. X ന് പല values substitute ചെയ്യുക and see what is y. See here the first equation is 2x minus 3y plus 2 is equal to 0, right? We need x and y. So for that what we do is we find y from this equation. Y എന്ത് കിട്ടും? Linear equation, one variable. Again, putting to the right hand side, minus 2x minus 2 divided by minus 3. എന്ത് വരും? Okay, sir. Okay. It's okay. Taking all the other terms to the right hand side, what will happen? Y is equal to minus 2x minus 2 divided by minus 3. Minus a common, and what will we do? Which implies y is equal to 2x plus 2 by 3. So now we substitute different values for x and find the value of y. Then we plot the graph. 2x minus 3y plus 2 is equal to 0. Again we plot the graph of 5x plus 2y minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay. Polynomials chapter. Yeah, we will see such problems. Hopefully one problem in today's session. And so suppose you have got the second graph, 5x minus plus 4y minus 3 is equal to 0. We have got the equation, we have plotted the graph of the equation. In how many points does the 2 lines meet? 1 point. So 1 point means one solution or unique solution. 1 point meet that, it means one solution. We have one solution or unique solution. Intersecting lines, one solution or unique solution, and they are called consistent. Solution undengil it is consistent. If we have solution, it is consistent. Yes. Now, suppose when we plotted the graph, we didn't get two intersecting lines. Instead, we got two parallel lines. What is the speciality of parallel lines? Parallel. They never meet. They never intersect. Graph okay, suppose you drew the graph and one line was like this, the other line was like this. Okay, suppose this is your first line, this is your second line. On seeing the graph, we say that they don't intersect, right? But don't they actually intersect? See, this is a line, not a line segment. So if you are moving to the negative side, if you are taking negative values for x, what will happen? They will intersect here, right? Line segment and line the graph depends on whichever values we take for x and y. X and y are plot. So when we plot, this line can be extended. If you take some negative values, the x in the negative side of x-axis. If you are taking the negative side of x-axis, if you are taking negative values for x, you will get negative values for y and your graph will meet. If you are only taking the positive values, your graph won't meet. But this doesn't mean that they are not intersecting. Actually, they are intersecting at this point, right? This graph will intersect. So, at a point, okay. But what is the speciality of two parallel lines? Parallel lines are they never ever intersect. Even at infinity, at infinity they will intersect. At infinity. Okay, so parallel lines will never intersect, which means you never have a solution. No solution, which means it is not consistent. Solution undengil consistent. If you don't have solution, it is inconsistent or not consistent. Two cases, parallel. So inconsistent means they are parallel. Now the third case, they coincide. The two lines coincide. The first graph when you plotted, it is like this. The second graph when you plotted, it is on the same line, passing through the same points. Which means the two lines meet at this point, this point, this point, this point, this point, this point. At every point they are meeting, right? Infinite times the two lines are meeting. So how many solutions are there? Infinite number of solutions, right? Okay, infinite number of solutions. So when you say infinite number of solutions, it is dependent. One line is dependent on the other line. Okay, dependent has infinite number of solutions, which means they coincide. Okay, so now you don't have to learn the concept by heart. Dependent, coincide, infinite number of solutions. Parallel, never coincide, never intersect, so no solution. Inconsistent. Yes. Just intersecting at a point, unique solution or one solution, consistent. Okay. അത്രയും കിട്ടിയെങ്കിൽ next we are going to see three cases. Now we are going to see here. In this case, we are not going to plot the graph, but once you plot their graph and see, in the first case x minus 2y, once you plot their graph and see x minus 2y is equal to 0, what about the constant? In the first example, x minus 2y is equal to 0. Constant is general form is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. The constant. Yes, the constant c1 is 0 over here. The constant can be 0, no problem. But the coefficient should not be. Coefficient can be 1 but not 0. Constant is 0 over here. Plus c1. c1 0 ആണ്. That's why it is x minus 2y is equal to 0. Okay. So in this case, in the first example, the two lines will intersect. Once you plot the graph and see, you can understand that the two lines will intersect. In the second example, the lines will coincide. In the third example, the lines are parallel. Okay, three cases. These three cases, once you plot the graph of these three cases are mouse. These three cases, you will understand that these situations are happening. The lines will intersect, the lines will coincide in the next case, the lines are parallel. Now, each and every time, we are not going to plot their graph and see whether the lines intersect. See, we are obtaining, like we are understanding whether it is consistent or inconsistent or dependent based on their graph. That's what I was telling so far now, right? Yes. Now we are going to see how to understand whether they are consistent or inconsistent or dependent without the help of a graph, but with the help of their coefficients and constants. Okay, these are our three pairs of equations. The first one, x minus 2y is equal to 0, 3x plus 4y minus 20 is equal to 0. We took the ratio a1 by, this a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2. We took the ratio where a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2 are the coefficients, as you know. Coefficients of the general form. Yes, you have to write this. Wow, I turned. Okay, sound now. Box is in text. Box. This box is in text. Yes, it is. Ma'am, no sounds. But sound കേട്ടില്ലേ? ഇപ്പൊ കേട്ടില്ല. അയ്യോ അതല്ല. കേട്ടോ. Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, so in the first case, when you take the ratio a1 by a2, which means the coefficient of x in the first equation divided by the coefficient of x in the second equation. Then you took b1 by b2, coefficient of y in the first equation divided by the coefficient of y in the second equation. Again you took c1 by c2. First case c1 by c2 അന്വേഷിക്കേണ്ട കാര്യമില്ല, തുടക്കത്തിൽ നമ്മളെ വഞ്ചിച്ചു. So when a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2, we get intersecting lines, which means exactly one solution. Till now we were talking about these two columns. Okay, intersecting, one solution. Coincident, infinitely many. Parallel, no solution. So far we were talking about this. Now, instead of plotting the graph, we are talking about the coefficients and constants. Okay, the three cases. Intersect. So, when can we say that the lines are intersecting? When a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. Okay. Now, if you are unable to keep this in your heart, just do think. See, a1 by a2 and b1 by b2, right? Look here, everyone look here, See, when you look at the coefficients, do you find anything common? Coefficients 1 and 3, minus 2 and 4. So 1 by 3 not equal to, okay, a1 by a2, b1 by b2. You know how to take a1 by a2 and b1 by b2. Okay, you took it and you found that the ratio is not equal. Okay, ratio is not equal means, what is it? How do we plot the graph? You are putting different values for x and different values for y, right? So, if there are any similarity between the two equations, there will be similarity in their graphs also, right? Equations, the ratios, if a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, if the ratios are equal or if there is any similarity between the two equations, then there will be similarity between the graphs also. Alle? ചേട്ടനെ പോലെ അനിയൻ ഇരിക്കണമെങ്കിൽ അവർക്കൊരു സിമിലാരിറ്റി വേണ്ടേ? Right? Jiki sir is shaking his head. Yes. So, if there is any similarity between the two equations, if the ratio a1 by a2 is equal to table കാണിക്കുക, if the ratio a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, which means the two lines have some similarity. എവിടെയോ എന്തോ ഒരു കണക്ഷൻ ഉണ്ട്. They have. But here, the ratio a1 by a2 is not at all equal to b1 by b2. So, a1 by a2 not equal to, ഒരു similarity ഇല്ല. ഒരു സിമിലാരിറ്റിയും ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ, if there is no similarity, ഒരാൾ ഇങ്ങോട്ട് പോയാൽ the other one will go to the other side. Okay, no similarity between a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. The lines won't have any similarity. Then they will be intersecting. One is to this side, one is to the other side. They will be intersecting. Now see the second case. Second case. A1 by A2, 2 by 4. Coefficient of x in the first equation divided by coefficient of x in the second equation. Now B1 by B2, similarity. Okay. 3 by 6. Okay. Coefficient of x divided y divided by coefficient of y in the second equation. C equal to C1 by C2. Constant also equal. That the ratios are completely equal. They are completely similar. A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. All the ratios are equal. All the ratios are equal. Ella equal ആണ് ഇരട്ടകളാ. Okay. Everything is equal. The ratio A1 by A2 is equal. B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. Ditto copy. Exactly. രണ്ടും ഒരേ property. The graphs are coinciding, which means graphs are coinciding. Infinitely many solutions. Right. Now, the third situation. A1 by A2, okay, equal to sine നോക്കണം. See, minus, what about the, see, the third case. X, okay, x and 2x, 1 by 2, ratio 1 by 2. Sine നോക്കണം, must ആണ്. Second, B1 by B2 എന്തായിരിക്കും? 2 by 4. Again 1 by 2. 2 by 4 എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എത്രയാ? When you reduce that, it will be 1 by 2. Now the third case, minus 4 by minus 12. Again, cancelling the negative factors, negative sign, then reducing it to similar equation, we get it as 1 by 3. 4 by 12 will be reduced to 1 by 3. Which means A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 not equal to C1 by C2. We have to consider the sign as well. Okay, first one is 0 by minus 20. So here in the third case, A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2. Okay, but not equal to C1 by C2. So they are equal. കുറച്ചൊക്കെ ഒരു similarity ഉണ്ട്. Not ഒരു similarity ഇല്ലെന്നല്ല. It's not like they are not at all similar. A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, but not equal to C1 by C2. Okay. കുറച്ചൊക്കെ similarity ഉണ്ട്. What is that കുറച്ചൊക്കെ similarity? They are parallel. Yes, they are parallel. Because if one line is going like this, അവരുടെ വകയിലെ ഏതോ ഒരു വകഭേദത്തിനുള്ള ബന്ധു is going like this. Because they have the ratio A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2. If it is going, one line is going like this, the second line will be going like this. Keeping a distance. Keeping a distance. Why? C1 by C2 ratio is not equal. Okay. So, if you are connecting that graph with that ratio, you don't have to by heart. Okay. You don't have to by heart. Once you by heart, the problem is during exam you will have to by heart lots and lots of stuffs. And you will forget. You will get confused in the exam board. Okay, which is coefficient? Okay, which is intersecting? Oh my god, getting confused. So keep this in your mind. A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. No relation. ഒന്ന് തെക്കോട്ട് ഒന്ന് വടക്കോട്ട്. Intersecting at a point. Unique solution. One solution. A1 by B2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2. എങ്ങനെ same ആണ്? They are Siamese ഇരട്ടകൾ. Yes. They are pakka ditto copies. Then they are coincident lines. They have infinite number of solutions. Now A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2, okay, equal, but not equal to C1 by C2. They have some similarities, which means they are parallel. Parallel means they won't meet at all. No solution. Coincident lines are triples. Yes, okay. Okay, you are saying like the three ratios are equal. So now is that clear to you? If so, you may write this down. So you can keep this logic in your mind, okay? From their graph. Is that concept clear to you? Or should I explain again? Okay, perfect. Showing like this. So, maths always you should learn the concept. Don't go for that by hearting things. Then you will have so many equations. Okay. Then after this, one sec. Yes, we'll be solving one problem and we'll be going for the exam. Ma'am, in my video is on or not? In screen my video is on, but I can't see my face. മോനെ ടീച്ചറിന്റെ സുന്ദരമായ മുഖം ടീച്ചർ മേക്കപ്പ് ഒക്കെ ഇട്ട് വന്നിട്ടില്ല നീ എന്നെ നോക്ക് മോളെ ആൻമരിയ you are unable to see your face in your camera. Okay, put my face there. Can I go and drink some water? Okay, Agraja, you may. എഴുതി മാം എഴുതിയോ മോനെ? ആരത്? ഹൂസ് ദാറ്റ് മാം? ഋഷി. ഓക്കെ മാം. ഞാൻ ഒരു അതിശയോക്തിക്ക് പറഞ്ഞു, ഇനി അതേ പിടിച്ച് കയറാതെ ലക്ഷ്മി. ഓക്കെ, last slide please. So far you didn't finish the last slide. Okay, last like the same which we are having in the table. Okay, ഈ equations തന്നെയാണ് ടേബിളിൽ ഉള്ളത്. Same equations are there in the table, so not necessary, not compulsory. If you have written, it's okay. This table is very important. I joined late. I had to visit doctor. Okay, so Nevin, do one thing. Please do contact your class teacher from 90 plus and get the recorded video and do watch it. We are talking about pair of linear equations in two variables, and this is the overall conclusion of what I have explained for the past 1 hour. Ma'am, then ma'am, say no. Okay, D. Any D? Alla, okay. Smiley symbol. Okay. Can you drink some water? Yes, of course, Ganesh. You may. If you have finished writing, and I think none of you have teacher. Ma'am, questions that you okay? So next we are going to see a beautiful, wonderful, marvelous question. Yes, check graphically. So now we are yay, sound on the video. Yes, so happy. Yes, okay. Check graphically whether the pair of equations, you are given a pair of equations x plus, thank you, x plus 3y is equal to 6 and 2x minus 3y is equal to 12 is consistent. If so, solve them graphically. Okay, so we are going to check whether it is consistent or not. No solution. Yes, consistent has one solution or infinite number of solutions. Both the cases are possible, right? If it is infinite number of solutions, it is dependent. So how are we going to solve this? Anyone dare to say how to solve this? No solution. Parallel or no? They are not parallel. Yes, Salavoshini, you are correct. Teacher, it is inconsistent. No, it is not. Who's gonna tell me? Tell me. Someone. Man, please.
Gautam Krishna.
You first.
This one is Rashu.
Yeah, Risha, I think he was the first. Gautam Krishna next time, sorry. Risha was the first one who raised his hand. But teacher, A1/2 is not equal to B1/2. Not equal means, what is the answer, Nia? Yes, intersecting. Yes, that's correct. Yes. Here we have to solve it graphically. You can't use that. Yeah, okay. Table. You want to... okay, you want to see the table. Okay. Did you...
how to solve that
question? Oh, you are trying to explain. We have to draw a table. Okay. So what table?
The two equations. First, in the first equation, we will add put x is equal to any value.
Then
after that, we will solve that question.
How to solve?
That, next we will put y value in the second equation. After making that both equations stable, and we will draw it in graph.
Then? Yes, Anne Maria.
I can solve it.
Okay, solve it. So help me to solve this. Okay, what is this next step? Just tell me the step. Excuse me, mister. Book എടുത്തു പറയാൻ എനിക്ക് പറയാം. Hello. Yes, A1/A2 not equal to B1/B2. But here we have to solve or check graphically. Since you have checked for A1/A2 not equal to B1/B2, you can say that unique solution. But now, here we have to find, we have to check graphically. Okay. But now, quick, only 10 minutes for the exam. Phew. അടുത്ത സ്ലൈഡിൽ ബട്ടർ പൊടിക്കുന്നു. ബട്ടർ മനസ്സിലായില്ല. മാപ്പ് തരും. ഈ പൊതുവിച്ചാൽ കുറച്ച് കുറവാ. Okay, so first equation. Yes. Huh? Could you make it a bit louder? BTS Patro. Okay.
A1 upon A2 is not equal to B1 upon B2. So when it's a no solution parallel line.
No solution
Consistence.
A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. So you are saying that no solution. ഈ ടേബിൾ എഴുതി എടുത്തില്ലേ? Ta-da! So how are we going to? First of all, read the question. First of all, read the question. Check how. A1 by A2 എഴുതി വെക്കാനാണോ പറഞ്ഞത്? What did they say? Graphically. Where is the graph? Where is the graph?
I think we will ask someone else.
Yes, we should ask someone else. For sure. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I think you saw one name, right? Okay, it's up to you.
We will ask
The hand. Anyone. Okay.
Gautam.
Gautam.
Gautam was
Okay, so. Huh.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Gautam. How are you?
Fine.
Okay. Ask me.
Ma'am, now we should solve them graphically, right?
Graphically. So how do we solve them graphically?
So there are like two expressions over here. So the first one is x plus 3y minus 6 which is equal to 0.
Okay.
So we should first of all transpose the minus 6 to the like the right side of the 0.
അപ്പോൾ പിന്നെ എന്തിനാ മോനെ ലെഫ്റ്റ് സൈഡിലോട്ട് എടുത്തത്?
X plus 3y is equal to 6.
That is a given question.
Yeah. Now we need to find the x and y, right?
Yes, we have to.
Graphically. So now 3y is equal to 6 minus x. I mean y is equal to
Next day onwards, I'll be putting questions from outside. I have stopped putting questions from the textbook. Okay, Nuha. Sandashaile. Okay, yeah.
Y is equal to 6 minus x by 3.
അതങ്ങനെ വന്നേ? How did you get that?
നമ്മൾ ട്രാൻസ്പോസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ കിട്ടില്ല.
ട്രാൻസ്പോസ് എങ്ങനെ ചെയ്തു?
ഫസ്റ്റ് 6 നെ നമ്മൾ റൈറ്റ് സൈഡിലോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോയി.
Read the question for me.
Should I read it aloud?
Yes, you have to.
Check graphically whether the pair of equation x plus 3y is equal to 6
Stop.
and 2x minus 3y.
Stop. First equation. What is the first equation?
X plus 3y is equal to 6.
പിന്നെ ഏതാ മോൻ അപ്പുറത്തോട്ട് എടുത്ത് ട്രാൻസ്പോസ് ചെയ്തത്?
അല്ല മാം, നമ്മൾ എന്തുവാ ഇത് കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചപ്പോഴത്തേക്കിനും നമ്മൾ എന്തായാലും അത് 6 ഇങ്ങോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുവന്ന് നമ്മൾ -6 ആക്കണമല്ലോ, മറ്റേ C1 കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിട്ട്.
C1 നമ്മൾ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുന്നില്ലല്ലോ.
കണ്ടുപിടിച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞു. അപ്പൊ ഞാൻ അവിടെ തൊട്ടാ തുടങ്ങിയത്.
എക്സ്ക്യൂസ് മീ, C1 എപ്പോഴാ കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചേ? യെസ് അഭിനന്ദ്.
അപ്പൊ ഇപ്പൊ കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചില്ലേ A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2.
അയ്യോ അങ്ങനെ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കണ്ട. We don't have to solve like that. What does the question say? Check graphically. When it is asked to check graphically, what is the need of finding A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2?
അപ്പൊ ഇതിന് ഗ്രാഫിൽ റെപ്രസെന്റ് ചെയ്താൽ മാത്രം മതി.
ഗ്രാഫിൽ റെപ്രസെന്റ് ചെയ്താൽ മാത്രം മതി. When it is asked to represent in graph, you only have to represent in graph. Okay, we don't have to. What is the yes, in school you were taught, okay, when it is given as x plus 3y is equal to 6, take 6 to the right hand side like this and equal to 0, right? This is standard form. What is the use of doing that? That's why I told you don't learn maths by heart. For the purpose of doing that is equal to 12. 2x minus 3y minus 12 is equal to 0. The purpose of doing this is to find the ratio A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2. Okay, general form, converting into general form, then you are finding A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2. For the purpose of doing that, we are converting it into general form. Here we have to draw the graph. Just draw the graph. For that you don't want to find A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2. So there is no need to do left hand conversion. Pinna y kandupidikan again transposing to right hand side. There is no need. That's for substitution or other methods. Okay, clear ayo? Okay, very good. After half an hour. Okay, so now tell me what's the next step. y is equal to 6 minus x by 3. What is the purpose of doing that? നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യുന്നതിന്റെ ഉദ്ദേശം വേണമല്ലോ.
To find the value of y.
How will you find the value of y?
Like we should assume a value to x which
yes, we are saying we have two unknown variables x and y. So all of a sudden we can't plot the graph. So we put different values for x and we get different values for y. Using the equation y is equal to 6 minus x by 3. X in 0 ഇട്ട് കൊടുക്കുമ്പോൾ y ക്ക് value കിട്ടും. When you put 1 for x, we get different one value for y. So we get different values for y depending upon the values we give for x. Right? Yes. In that way, you plot the graph of x plus 3y is equal to 6. Similarly, you plot the graph of 2x minus 3y is equal to 12. There also you find y is equal to, in the x you will get an expression. There also you do the same procedure. Then you get the graph of two equations, two straight lines, since they are linear equations having the highest power of the variable to be 1. So we have some two straight lines. Now, if the straight lines intersect, then they have a unique solution, which means they are consistent. If they do not intersect or if they are parallel, then it means that they are not consistent, they do not have a solution. If they coincide, it means that they are dependent, they have infinitely number of solutions. This is how we check it graphically. Okay. Here A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2 does not have any role at all. Okay. Okay, so fine. Just have to substitute values for x and y, right? We don't have to substitute values for x and y. We substitute different values for x only. Depending on the value of x, you get y. Okay. We don't substitute for y. We only substitute different values for x. From that you automatically get y. Okay, so tell me. So the first equation is x plus 3y is equal to 6, which means from that y is equal to 6 minus x divided by 3. Okay. So you have the table y is equal to, equation there no? Yes, the equation is x plus 3y is equal to 6. Okay, so the first equation is x plus 3y is equal to 6. Table, who's going to fill me? So you have taken some two values, 0 and 6. Yes, x is, yes, just you are correct. We will get y as, ma'am, you may call anyone.
Okay.
So here, you can give any values for x, any value. But take one value to be 0. Why? Because, yes, good evening, who is that? Alan, tell me. എന്ത് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാനാ? എന്തിനാ വിളിച്ചെന്നോ? കണ്ടിട്ട് എന്ത് തോന്നുന്നു? What do you think? 7:47. വേഗം പറഞ്ഞു. Thank you so much. Okay, anyways, I just wanted you to fill this table for me. If you are giving the value of x to be 0, what will be y? 0 yo. X is equal to 0, what is y?
Y is equal to 2 by 1.
2 by 1. 2.
1 y is equal to 2.
ഉറപ്പാണോ? തെറ്റാണെങ്കിലോ? തെറ്റാവില്ല. ഓക്കെ, കോൺഫിഡൻസ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ 2 എഴുതി. അതാണ് പ്രശ്നം. എന്തായാലും എഴുതി അപ്പോൾ വേറെ സാധനം വരും. ഓക്കെ, നൗ വാട്ട് ഇഫ് y is x is equal to 6? 0. ഓക്കെ, എങ്ങനെ കിട്ടിയേ? ഹൗ ഡിഡ് യു ഗെറ്റ്? x എന്നിട്ട് ഏത് ഇക്വേഷനിലാണ് സബ്സ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്തേ?
y is equal to 6 minus x by 3.
Okay, and you got okay, yes, that's correct. Okay, so I have told you, always make sure that when you draw a table, when you try to plot graph, try to take one value of x to be 0. Okay, if you are taking x to be 0, kind of plotting will be a bit more easier. And take values which are closer to 0. Negative values or positive values, whatever values you take, make sure that it is closer to 0 so that your calculations will be easier and simpler. And why did we take only 2 values for x? Why didn't we take much more values? Just giving you some hint. Because in your future, in your exam, when you're sitting in the exam hall, you will be like, okay, how many values should I take for x? How many values should I take for y? You will have a kind of confusion. You only need 2 values. Why? Why? Comment box. Okay, so many comments. As it is ready. Yes. You need only 2 points to draw a straight line, right? If it is a curve or parabola or anything like that, you need more and more points to join. But once you get 2 points, just 2 points, you can draw them, you can connect them, and you get a straight line. For drawing a straight line, only 2 points are required. So that's why we are taking 2 points here. Okay. So now the second equation. Second equation. 2x minus 3y is equal to 12. 2x minus 3y is equal to 12. Y is equal to 2x minus 3y is equal to 12. What is y? 12 minus 2x divided by minus 3. Minus 3 കാണുമ്പോൾ പലവർക്കും തലകറക്കവും ചുറ്റിലും ഒക്കെ വരുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ okay, remove the negative sign, multiply both the numerator and denominator with negative 1 with minus 1, and you get y is equal to 2x minus 12 divided by 3. Okay, 2x minus 12 divided by 3, and help me to complete this table. Ma'am, anyone? You have anyone with you? 1 second. Okay. In between, I have told you so many hints. I hope you have heard that.
Okay.
Purpose of taking just 2 points.
Nandita.
Yes, Nandita. Okay, tell me. Help me fill this table.
Ma'am, x is 0, y is minus 4.
Minus 4. X is 3.
Minus 2.
Minus 2. Yes. Minus 2. Very good. So when x is equal to 0, y is equal to minus 4, x is equal to 3, y is equal to minus 2. Don't ask me how we got this, because in the last chapter we have discussed how to plot a graph, right? Something which had to be learned in 8th grade was taught in 10th grade in detail. Phew. Okay, so now we are going to see the graphical representation of the 2 straight lines. So first we plotted 0 to 2. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 2. That is the first point. Now when x is equal to 6, y is equal to 0, x coordinate 6 units away from the y-axis, 0 units away from the x-axis. Okay, 2 0 6 0. Then you join the 2 lines, and that's the graph for. So whenever you draw a graph, whenever you plot a graph, make sure that you write the equation there itself, near to the straight line, near to the graph. X plus 3y is equal to 6. Now the second graph, we plotted the second graph similarly. 0 minus 4 and 3 minus 2. 0 minus 4 comes here, 3 minus 2 will come here. You join the 2 points and you got again a straight line. On how many points do they intersect? On how many points do the 2 straight lines intersect? Yes, yes, 1 point. So which is that point? The 2 lines intersect at the 2 lines. The 2 lines intersect at exactly 1 point, which is ordered pair 6, 0. Yes, 6, 0. Don't write 6, 0. Ordered pair 6, 0. Okay. Therefore, the pair of linear equations has how many solutions? How many solutions? Linear equations. Yes, sir. That is choosing uttara. Okay, ഇവിടെ ആയിരുന്നു. Linear equations has one solution or unique solution. Therefore, the system is system nu udeshikkunna ivare agatte ee rendu set in rendu equation. The system is what kind? Yes, consistent, right? Unique solution, consistent. Yes, exactly, one solution or unique solution, consistent. So we have solved them graphically, it is consistent.
Ma'am, ഈ table ഒന്നുകൂടെ കാണിക്കാൻ പറ്റിയിട്ട്.
Green or
Yes.
this one?
No.
This one. This table is very kind.
I'll
Yes,
show
in
you.
today's exam we will have use of this table. Okay, so make it fast, make it. A1, B1, C1 and A2, B2, C2 denote the coefficients of solutions given in the general form. Equations are okay, equations given in general form. Can you show that slide, that graph slide? Yes, yes, yes. Question slide, graph slide, ellam kanikkan, table slide pole kazhiyatha korchu peru ivide undu. So please do make it fast. The time is already going to be 8. So we have to attend the exam, right? Ma'am, I had doubt in giving values of x. Giving values of x. Randomly give some values. Okay. 0 edukam, you can take negative values, you can take positive values. Make sure that the values you take are smaller in number, like not smaller in number, are small numbers, like 1, 2, kunju numbers, so that the calculation will be easier. Here we took 0 and 6. Why, sir? Why? Yes, coming to exam. The one who asked for this table, I hope they have finished. Okay, so
Question slide.
question slide kanikam. 1 sec. Why did I take 6 here? The first x value is 0, second x value is 6. Just look at the y equation. Y is equal to 6 minus x by 3. So 6 minus 6. All of a sudden, when you take 6, you get 6 minus 6 equal to 0. 0 by 3 is also 0. Right. In the place, if you were taking 2 or 3, what would have happened? 2. If you have taken 2, suppose 6 minus 2. Y is equal to 6 minus 2 by 3. 4 by 3. Fraction. You can plot the graph, but the accuracy of the graph will reduce, right? But you can take 3. 6 minus 3 divided by 3. 3 by 3 is 1. You could have taken. But all of a sudden, when you look at the equation y is equal to 6 minus x by 3, if you substitute x is equal to 6, what will happen? Y will become 0. Don't have to go for further calculation. Okay. So these are some tips for plotting the points or taking the points for x in drawing the graph. Okay. To avoid the appearance of fractions, we are taking such values. Okay, now here is your question. This is divided by 3. 2x minus 12 divided by 3. Okay. 2x, oh my god, still. This is 2x minus 12 divided by 3. Could you please take the screenshot? For the second equation, I took x as 0 and 6. Same as for the first equation. Okay, it's up to you. The y values you get will be sometimes fractions. So to avoid that, we are usually taking. I know. X as 0 in the box. It's up to you. You can take any values, but the only thing is that the graph you plot should be correct. That's it. Okay. Most often, it's better to avoid the occurrence of fractions. Okay. And is there anyone new to this class? First of all, let me know. Please to raise your hand if anyone is new. Because
Yes.
after this, yes.
Pressure.
No need to unmute.
Actually, Rifa.
No.
Pressure.
Just 2 minutes. Okay. So after this, daily we are having daily exam. Yes, daily exam. Graph slide. Ipa kanikam 1 sec. Please to draw this table fast, quick. Because what I was trying to say is daily we have exam. So please, the new students, please do listen. After this, we are going to have a 10 minutes exam. So how to log into exam is now if you try, you are not going to get because it is not activated now. So press the back. Oh, okay. Or I will, after completing this question, I will help you in finding that video. Okay. Okay, did you finish? Soon. And aren't you people getting the answer key? Answer key കിട്ടുന്നില്ലേ? Aren't you getting the answer key daily? Yeah, okay. So hopefully we won't be having a discussion based on that because the answers are also available. So if you're having any confusion, if you're not getting the proper answer after solving, you may inform me and we'll solve that in the class. Okay. Or else it will be wastage of time for some people. Okay. can go through that answer. Yes, this is the graph. Please to make sure that you take the screenshot or write it down fast. So after this, we are going for the exam. Graph on the sorry. Yes, 1 minute, just 1 minute. So I hope, no. You people will take time to draw the graph, right? Okay. Then one more thing, what I was trying to say is, forgot. Yeah. Marmui. I was trying to say something. Okay. On exam test we have graph. No, you don't.
No, that's not right.
So, yes, I got. So, what are the main things we discussed? Just that A1 by, okay, keep in mind how to find A1 by A2, time noki, okay, so A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2 ratio. A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. Intersecting lines, unique solution. Okay, A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2. Ditto copy. Coinciding lines, so lines are coinciding, and then which means infinite number of solutions, and it is infinite number of solutions means dependent. A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 not equal to C1 by C2. The lines are parallel. Yes, no solution. Quick, Jabba. Yes, Nia. Okay, that's correct. Yes, so keep this in mind. Nia Jabba. Okay, yes, exam. I hope everyone has finished writing. So, yes, activate. Sir is going to activate the exam. So, for the information of new students, please do listen. What we are going to do is, don't leave. Instead, click on the back button. If you are using a phone, click on the back button or come to the main home screen. There you can see. Okay, now sir is going to show a video. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Listen to this video. So what is going to happen is, currently you are watching the class through your phone, and now press the back button or minimize the screen. There you can see a page wherein you join today's class. Using this page you join today's class, right? Today's class. You click on this and join today's class. So below that you will find today's exam. If you are not finding, just refresh the page. Swipe down and refresh the page. Then you can see today's exam. Click on that and you will be directed to the exam. Click on the options which you see to be correct and submit. That's it. Exam activate exam is activated. And again, if the instructions are not clear to you, please do raise your hand. Or if you are not getting the exam or anything, if you are facing an issue, ma'am, refresh the page. Exam is just activated. If you are not getting anything, please do raise your hand. Ma'am, please make sure that there are no hand raises. Okay. And ma'am, should we call anyone else? No. Okay. Okay. So, please do comment what the issue is. Okay. Yes, didn't get. Wait. So here no one got, here and here got. The first class teacher. Yes, your class teacher will activate it soon. Who's the class teacher? Yes, go through today's topics, like what all things we have discussed. Yes. Yes, you will get. So quick. Don't worry. You will have 10 minutes to attend the exam. The questions are simple. The 5 questions. So by that time, the others who didn't get, ma'am, the outside door, please close. Okay, the others who didn't get the questions, do one thing. These are the questions. There are 5 questions. This is the first question. So find the answer, not find. Note down the answer. Then once you get the link. Okay, exam is activated. Everyone. Refresh and see. Refresh the page and see exam is activated. Now you may lower down your hand. Again, if you are facing an issue, please do raise it. Kitty. Okay. So this is the first question. A pair of linear equations which has no solution. No. What are these hand raises for? If you have got the link, please do lower down your hand. Ma'am, please lower down everyone's hand. You know how to do that, right? Okay, that's also fine. Okay. Now, if anyone is facing an issue, have a hand raised. Who's that?
അഞ്ജലിക്ക് ഇപ്പൊ എന്താണ്
Anjali,
പ്രശ്നം
what?
വരുന്നത്?
Unmute. Anjali, unmute ചെയ്ത് മോളെ. Please to unmute. What happened? Anjali, please. കിട്ടുന്നില്ലേ? Refresh ചെയ്തോ? Did you refresh? Still, what is written on that? What does it say?
ഇപ്പൊ നോക്കിയോ മോളൊന്നുകൂടി?
Now. Still, if you are not able to get, please do inform.
വേറെ ആർക്കെങ്കിലും എന്തെങ്കിലും
Comment. Anjali, please do comment if you are not getting. Refresh the page. Still, if you are not getting, please do comment. And chat box. Right side. Ma'am, refresh ചെയ്തിട്ട് കിട്ടുന്നില്ല. Still. Okay. Anjali, if you have got, please give a thumbs up. Beautiful thumbs up. Okay, fine. First question, pair of linear equations which has no solution. No solution. Second one, pair of equations, two equations. So here what should we use? We don't have to draw the graph. Instead, find a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2 and see what is happening. a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2. What is happening? The three cases if a1 by a2 is equal to. Here, pair of linear equations is consistent. Lines are parallel, always coincident, always intersecting or coincident. Pairs of equations again have unique solution. Find a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2 ratio. Last question, I just have to talk to you. If the lines 3x plus 2ky minus 2 is equal to 0 and 2x plus 5y plus 1 is equal to 0 are parallel, what is the value of k? We haven't solved such question in the class, but see, how are we going? I just want to know how many of you are able to solve this. Okay, I got, tell me the marks. Yes, Nevin, very good, 10 on 10. So here how can we solve it? Parallel means what is the case? Parallel means we have a criteria. The ratio, using the ratio a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2. Using that ratio, we have a criteria if the two lines are parallel. Then, using that criteria, find the value of k. K is a constant, okay. So, find the value of k. Oh my god, 10 on 10. Aben, Joanna, very good. Newham, very good. Lakshmi Sri, very good. Very good. Today's exam, I was testing how many, I just wanted to know how many of you are going to get 10 on 10. And I can see many people with 10 on 10. Okay, 8 on 10, very good. Sarah, very good. Joanna, very good. Yeah, no more hand raises, right? So, I hope, I just wanted to know every one of your marks and the others. Did you finish attending? Anyways, after 10 minutes, the exam will be. Jiki sir is like, okay. Anyways, after 10 minutes, the exam will be. Yeah, ma'am, please discuss the question. Should I? You will get the answer key. Go through that. If you are having any doubt, please do let me know in the next session. I think last day also we did the exam, but no one has been it out. Last question answer. Okay. Only the last question. You want me to discuss the last question answer? Just the last question. I need only 1 minute. Exams after 10 minutes will be yesterday. Yes. The people who are still attending the exam, please to raise your hand. Answers discussed. Still attending the exam, please to raise your hand. Only one person. Hand raise. Not like this. Using the reaction. No, Salvasha. Varshini. Okay. Good, Hiba. Abhinand, what's that for? Oh, last question, you didn't understand. When I said the 5th question, where were you? If there's any discussion, ma'am, the last question, hopefully I'll have a discussion. Last question. Everyone is having discussion doubt in last question. So the people who are still raising their hands, did you finish writing? Please lower down your hand once you're done with. Yes, very good, Devika. Still some of you are writing, and since the time has passed by, we are going to discuss probably. Yes, Jiki sir is patiently waiting because after this he has one more session over here. So we will discuss that question in the next class. Okay. So till then, yeah, keep waiting for my next class. Okay.
Okay, Diya, do you have?
Dia soul, is it a doubt? Dia.
No.
No, nothing. Okay, so for the time being, wait for the answer on the next session. So till that time, take care. Have a great week. Not great week. Hopefully, we'll be meeting in the next week. Hopefully. And can you show the last question? Yes, I will show the last question, but no discussion today because the time is up. Okay. Okay, so anyways, thank you for your thank yous. I wish you all a very happy and prosperous week. Okay, anyway, so stay happy, sleep tight, sleep well, have food, stay healthy. Okay, bye bye, see you.